We love
in these trying times.
I'm being tried in these times.
I'm being tried in these times.
That's good to know.
Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to OK Bud, the podcast where everything's going to be okay, bud. I'm Ben Kissel on Instagram, BenKissel1, joined by Jerry Aquino.
Hello.
At Miss_Jerry, that's Jerii. And as always, joined by Kyle Plouffe, at Kyle Plouffe, who is apparently now a dog.
Seriously.
Go to Diepod. Go to patreon.com/Diepod.
Diebud.
No, is it Diebud?
Diebud.
That's right. Oh, my
Diebud.
goodness gracious. The barking threw me off.
It really did.
I'm not going to lie. I wasn't expecting the arf arf. But anyway, that's the Plouffe for you. You never know what's going to happen.
He keeps you on your toes.
Keeps you on your toes. Patreon.com/Diebud. Just $10 a month. You can watch every show live and interact with us a little bit before and after the show. Yeah. Perhaps we'll be doing some Q&As and things like that in the near future as well. Also, if you want to shoot us an email, diebudpod oh my God, OKBudPod.
OKBudPod.
What is happening? It's Thursday.
It is Thursday.
OKBudPod@gmail.com.
OKBudPod. Okay.
Send us pictures of your cats, your dogs, recipes, anything you want. We got a couple of emails, Kyle.
Yes, that's why I was barking. So
Thank you. Okay, good. At least there was a reason for the madness that got me all kerfluffled.
Oh, he was foreshadowing.
Yes, staying ahead of the ball here. Kelly Shank wrote into us, has a dog, Cody, a Maltese Yorkie mix, we think.
Torquey.
Yes. They will be a Patreon member soon. Such a cutie.
Oh my God,
Very
it's
cute.
so cute.
Hanging out with Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Always like that. What do you want for Christmas, doggy? I want to live longer than 10 years.
Oh, I can't do that.
I can't do that for you, bud.
That's sad.
I want chocolate.
Yeah.
Oh.
Tiff sent us their kitty.
Oh, little cat.
Oh.
Kitty cat.
Oh, damn, that cat just caught something. That cat has his eyes fixated on like a fly.
Something.
Yep, you can see the magic of the universe in that cat's eyes.
Yeah.
Thank you all so much for your emails and sharing your lovely life with us.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. First of all, before the show started, Kyle was talking about being assaulted by the Florida, what was it, the Florida?
Tampa Shoe Licker?
Tampa Bay Shoe Licker.
The Tampa Bay Shoe Licker.
Yes.
So that's interesting.
Yes.
And
It's horrifying.
It's horrifying, and we do have some feet stories coming up for you because I know everyone loves stories about feet and socks and people sniffing random people's things.
Yeah. So if you're ever out in Ybor City, watch out for this guy. I wanted to show a picture and a video of him.
He's still active?
He's still active. Some believe he's homeless. Some believe he jumps from couch to couch.
Some believe he's a cryptid. He's an interdimensional being.
Yes, he travels through the power lines like Bigfoot.
Maybe he came through on an asteroid recently that was just close to Earth.
Oh,
Yeah, that landed next to someone's shoe.
Yes.
And so this guy,
infamous Jamie the Shoe Licker.
his name's Jamie.
Oh my God.
And I had no idea what he looked like. And people were warning me, hey, by the way, we did shows at the Tampa Bay Improv and then went out to Ybor City, jumping around, Coyote Ugly and all that stuff where Johnny Damon likes to get DUIs.
Oh, interesting. Baseball player.
Oh my God.
Yes. And this dude just randomly popped up next to me and was like, you have really nice shoes. And I had some sick Jordans on. And I was like, thanks, man.
Show shoes? Sure.
Showed him my shoe, and he just jumped down and licked the bottom of it.
Who loves to lick people's boots and shoes.
Well, he
You don't wanna
doesn't
talk
lick
about
the
it?
shoe there, but nonetheless.
Oh my God, it's a little Ned Flanders shoe licker.
Yeah.
So be careful if you're out in the Tampa Bay area. If you have really nice shoes,
Oh God.
there's an image of him bending over on his knees, licking somebody's shoes.
Yeah.
That person seems to be willingly giving him the sole of his shoes.
Yes, I was
Violated?
unconsensual shoe
Yes,
licked.
you were violated.
You were unconsensually shoe licked.
Yeah.
All right.
Did you feel the tongue on the sole of your feet?
It was like a cat's tongue.
All the
dude's-
way through the shoe, like the
Yeah.
Prince and the Pea.
This is definitely a kink on his end.
Oh,
The
absolutely.
humiliation and stuff behind it, I would guess.
Yeah.
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 All right. Well, that brings us to another shoe adjacent story. This is in Utah, so every state has somebody who is doing horrible things to footwear. This is a sick Utah stock stealer and sniffer.
Yeah.
He has been arrested. Apparently, this dude is a bit of a pervert. He would go to a Utah funplex, and he's facing numerous felony charges after police searched his residence and electronic devices. They found multiple files of child pornography, which I think is bigger than stealing socks.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is slightly larger. But the probe of Roland Edward Brown, 63 years old. There's a picture of him. He's white. He's bald. He's smiling. Of course, he must have just recently sniffed a real good sock. And that's what got him all high.
Is that a kid's sock in your pocket?
There was a report of a suspicious male who was stealing socks at the entertainment venue. This venue, it has laser tag, rock climbing, kiddie carts, and a foam pit.
Yeah.
So them socks, those
they
are
were-
getting sweaty.
Those
Yeah.
are sweaty socks. Those are active socks, sock runners.
Yes. So he stole multiple children's socks
That's so weird.
from the funplex. And
That is
now he is
so
facing, again,
weird.
felony charges. They say Roland was seen sniffing the stolen socks and taking multiple pictures of the children who were playing.
Yeah.
And what's with this photo of him just selfieing and smiling creepishly? This is all they could get?
That,
Well, I mean,
that's him in his element. I mean, he's got a scarf on. He's got a tie. He looks like
There's
everyone.
definitely a sock in his pocket.
yeah.
Definitely a sock in his pocket. He's certainly involved in the church. You can just see.
Absolutely.
You can
Oh,
tell who this guy is.
This is Utah, so this is where the Mormons run the land.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So he's acting like he's all high and mighty, yet he's standing on the socks of children.
Not right. So he was arrested and charged with 10 counts each of aggravated sexual exploitation of a minor and sexual exploitation of a minor.
Good.
He is also accused of tampering with a witness, which is a felony.
Yeah.
If it was found that Roland attempted to have a witness lie to the court.
Oh.
I never saw him sniff no socks.
Why are you defending him?
As a matter of fact, I'm one of Roland's best friends, and I only wear flip-flops.
What is
Yeah.
what's in it for that guy to lie on the stand?
There was, apparently, they say there was substantial evidence against Brown. A judge ordered him to be held without bail, noting that Brown, if released, would constitute a substantial danger to any other individual or to the community, or is likely to flee the jurisdiction.
Yes.
Another reason he might flee the jurisdiction, which is why he's not going to get bail, is because his wife, she's 48 years old, so he married her a little bit young.
Oh.
Lehi, L-E-H-I, Lehi. That's her
Lehi.
name, I guess. She filed for divorce 6 weeks ago because she was like, I just can't do it anymore. I'll never have the right socks for you to sniff.
Yep.
The love is dead.
Yep.
Yeah.
So isn't that sad? So anyway, this man has nothing to live for and will probably be tormented in prison and most likely commit suicide.
Yeah. A chomo, they call him, right?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Child molester.
Yeah. Well, yeah, this is why I would rather take my kid to a sports bar to watch football,
Okay.
because you have less of a chance to run into a pedophile than going to an actual kids fun center.
Yeah.
Sure.
I feel like they're lurking there because that's where the supply is.
Well, we mentioned Chuck E. Cheese on
Ooh, that's
yesterday's or the day
interesting.
before episode. And Chuck E. Cheese, if you just show up without a child,
Yeah.
they'll just beat you up. They're just like, get the hell out of here.
You probably should not show up without a child.
I don't think you're allowed to.
I'm just
Yeah.
here for the shitty pizza.
Right.
Yeah, for
because
real. You're not supposed to do that.
they know their product is trash. The whole reason that they exist is because it's like you can get 30 kids in one table and like the parents can have
Oh,
2 beers
God. Yeah.
and it doesn't matter. The pizza's horrible.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
kids just fight over it.
But I will say Dave and Buster's, they don't have that policy.
Yeah,
a lot of
that's-
children running around.
Yeah.
And also there's no drink minimum or
Yeah, there's
maximum.
beer running around everywhere.
So you're getting hammered at a D&B's, which, by the way, they're both dead now. Buster, the last one, Buster committed suicide, shot himself in the head.
Oh
Coming
my
to
God.
Death and Entertainment.
Oh my God. You should.
The day the party
that.
died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
That is very, very true.
Oof.
Wow.
So avoid all of those fun plexes, fun centers,
Yeah.
or don't. I just can't. It's hard being a parent.
Oh,
What are you
God,
supposed to do with these
I can't
kids?
imagine. That's so stressful. They're just so stressful. And then you got a shoe licker running around.
You got a shoe licker. You
this
got a
fucking
stock.
guy.
You got a sock sniffer. You got a. I mean, another story here in New Zealand. There was a guy who was seen in a pool, and it was a public pool, and he just thought of himself as a prince of some kind because he treated it like a bathtub. So this went viral.
Oh God.
It was a disgusting act. So a man was wearing a gray swimsuit. He was seen bending over and lathering himself up with soap in knee-high water as children splash around him.
Oh, well, that's basically Washington Square Park on any given day during the summertime.
That is very true.
It's literally, that constantly happens.
Yeah, want some drugs? Want some fentanyl? It's never drugs.
It's never no.
I bought
there's-
Parmesan cheese out of that place one time.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Moron. Me, I was like, $20, here you go. I got it back. And I was like, I mean, I still sniffed it, but
Yeah.
Is this oregano?
still cheese. So a man was heard, what the? He's got soap. Bro, it's not a bath. The man then turns his attention to his rear end and begins to, quote, vigorously wash his asshole.
Oh, he's
Oof.
getting up there like Phantom doing finger guns up his ass.
Oh,
Yes.
he is up there.
He is up there. And again, children are just like playing around, be like, happy not to be in school today. And it's like, son, go back to math class.
Yeah.
Because he's in there just going, party rock is in the house tonight.
So another person on camera can be heard, oh, he's washing his fucking ass. And then a woman says, hey, stop it. And then another guy's like, what the fuck? For fuck's sake. All right, kids, get out of the pool. So the kid's got to get out of the pool because this guy's washing his butthole.
Sorry, this is just not impressive to me at all.
Well, yes.
I've spent so many summers in Washington Square Park watching homeless people shower themselves.
I was going to say, to be
Right.
fair, this guy's at least using soap. He's making it a cleaner place.
I have seen homeless people use soap.
No, he's not making it a cleaner
I have
place.
seen them bring soap. It's like that guy has like swimming shorts on. He looks weirdly dressed for the occasion. I don't know what this guy's up to.
He knows what he's doing.
That's a pool, though. See, the
Yeah, that's a
Washington
pool.
Square Park, that's a fountain,
Yeah.
and that is a homeless bath. That makes sense.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
yes, and I actually appreciate that.
No one even blinks. Well, yeah, no, it's like, get your survival bath in. Why not?
Get your survival bath in. You're going to be on the subway. It's very bad when they smell like human decay.
Yep.
So, yes, bathe up. No problems there. Kids
Yeah.
aren't swimming in that.
I know, but drunken college idiots are like playing around in it.
They
keeping their feet
deserve
around.
that's a Venn diagram.
Yeah.
Drunken college idiots and homeless people is a Venn diagram of pure and utter alcoholism
Washington
and stupidity.
Square Park
Chaos.
is the middle part where the Venn diagram meets.
Exactly. So I have no problem with that. So the clip has attracted thousands of comments. One gal wrote, "This is how I got it severely sick in 2021. I was in a spa, and this guy thought it was a great idea to have a bath in the spa. So Kayatola,
Kayatola.
once again, you're on the wrong side of history. Because she says she got sick from somebody's fecal matter also joining the bath.
Oh, well, this
Everyone-
fecal matter, there should have a fecal meter.
There should be a fecal
There should be a
meter
fecal
in
meter,
pools.
They're
yeah.
in every pool.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's not a this thing is exclusive to that.
I also watched a clip. Apparently, what we think is the chlorine smell from pool. That's all urine. Yeah, that's what this guy said because he made.
That's not true.
No, that's
not
what this guy.
true.
He had this 10-gallon. He had two 10-gallon. This was science. He had two
it's
10-gallon
science.
buckets. He filled one with just chlorine and water, the other one with chlorine, water, and human piss. And the one with chlorine doesn't smell like a pool. The one with chlorine and piss smells like our traditional pool. So it's all urine.
This
I
is
need to-
anecdotal from his weird lab.
Yeah, I don't know about all this. I need to see the results in this research.
The woman says, within 2 days, I was severely sick with shakes, vomiting. Hospital told me I had an infection in the blood
Ugh.
and then asked me where I had been. Oh, my God.
Yeah, of course she's not going to say, I've been eating ass for the whole weekend.
Yeah.
She's going to say, I was in the pool and it was that guy's fault.
Well, I don't know if
that's
she was
so
eating ass
true.
all weekend long.
She could have been eating a little bit of ass.
She could have been, but I think that, I'm going to believe her.
Yeah.
And so
True.
a lot of people
That's
don't
true.
want to believe her, but I actually
Yeah,
do
yeah.
believe her.
Kayatola doesn't believe it, baby.
Because
Shut up, Kyle.
yeah, it's supposed to be an insult because the Ayatollah is really bad.
It's a badge of honor.
Another person wrote, "This is my favorite pool to take my kids." Oh my God. So obviously another person said, what's wrong with this guy? No common sense. And clearly no running
common
water at
sense.
home. But I will say that this isn't a lack of common sense.
Persons of Interest is back, and it's bigger than ever.
That scream will echo in my head for many years.
Taser, taser, taser! He's gonna shoot!
Oi! Shot fired. Shots fired, shots fired.
Stay out, you gotta go on you!
He had the perfect aim.
I am absolutely stressed at that point. I have no idea where my officers are.
Persons of Interest available everywhere you get your podcasts.
No, this is just straight up. I'm going to shower in front of all you people. You got to deal with it.
And this is in New Zealand?
This was New Zealand.
That's why everyone has such a problem with it.
Of course, they're always complaining about something in New Zealand.
Well, this just doesn't seem like such a shocker of a story to me.
No.
I guess that's because I live in trash bag America.
Yeah.
Right,
This is-
that's
I was,
true.
I was like, wow, why are we writing about this? That's not a big deal at all.
Yeah, you spend a month in New York City, you're going to see way worse than anything.
Well, there
Yeah.
were some commenters that make your point. One says, what's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? How is this a crime?
Okay, well, no, I know. I mean, I know how it's a crime.
Yeah. They say, I mean, isn't it normal to shower/wash with soap, etc. after a swim anyway? It's okay for the kids with stink ass.
After the swim, maybe not during the swim.
This person's kind of really, I think this comment might be written by the guy who washed his asshole in the pool.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're saying it's okay for kids with stink ass to swim in chlorinated pool, but not okay for a man to clean himself after a swim. I've heard children laugh about taking a piss in the same pool I watched another child drink from. This guy's weird.
Okay,
So he's
yeah.
talking about how kids are pissing in the pool and other kids drinking out of it.
Yeah, he's talking about the fantasies in the back of his eyelids.
He's like,
Yeah.
so I can't shower. I can't bring a soap into the pool, but they can pee all over the pool.
But they can piss and I can drink
That's
it.
okay.
This is his sovereign citizen moment,
Yeah.
and I kind of want him to have it.
Yeah.
They go on, who's really the yuck one? The ones who bring their kids here unknowing what happens in those waters, or the one who uses soap in a pool with chemicals that kills germs anyway?
That's a good point.
Okay. No, it's not a good point.
It's the devil you know.
It's not a good
He's
point.
showing it to you. The kids that are in there pissing in the pool, like, I get pissed at that.
You get
double
pissed at it.
Yeah. No pun intended.
So when you just go walking around every child, make sure nothing's warm around them?
Yes.
Temperature check.
Yeah.
No. Oh, I don't
Kids are
like this.
pissing in the pool.
I do not. Yeah, kids are pissing in the pool.
I'm pissing in the pool.
No, don't do that.
Why not?
Wait, is there a real thing that you could put in the pool that turns the water like purple?
I think they
Is
tried
that a real thing?
Or was that an urban legend?
No, I think that was a thing.
My dad was like, well, no, who's pissing in here?
Yeah, I've never
And then we would all just
seen
piss in the
it.
pool.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. Everyone's pissing in the pool, okay?
Yeah.
I'm
so-
not.
Yes, you are. I guarantee you that you are.
I am not.
Women are just always leaking something.
No, you guys are the ones with the stain in your underwear because
I
you're
was a-
always leaking something.
I was a bouncer in New York City for 2 years, and the women's bathroom is so much grosser than the men's bathroom. I can't even tell you.
I can't believe that I found out
know that.
as an adult that women also piss on the seat.
Okay, well,
that's
the-
animal behavior.
that's
That
not-
is a piece of shit guy thing to do.
Okay, wow. You guys don't know the whole
Ayatollah.
story. You don't know the context.
No, you're hovering, but
It's
then
the
you can
hovering.
fucking clean it.
Yeah. No, that's very true. I do. The girls' bathrooms are a thing to behold.
You do the Mega Man with a bunch of
I
fucking
nest
toilet
it.
paper.
I full nest the toilet.
Oh, I go with bird's nest, too.
Yeah, I make a whole throne.
Yeah. You gotta.
Yeah. Anyway, some people are now blaming the messenger in this story as well.
Uh-oh.
Some people are saying, I agree, he shouldn't have been videoed or made fun of.
Oh,
The man who was wiping his ass in the pool.
Yeah.
Again, you can't do that in showers before and after the swim. And there's usually even a shower head, just on the side where you could do that.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot going on there. And I'm just surprised with the comment section. Really, they got it's full scope. Some support, some absolutely do not.
Yeah.
And then some say, why are you even filming the guy?
Yeah.
Why do
It's getting pretty racial here in the comments. I'm not gonna go into that.
In the article's comment?
Yeah.
Racial? In
Yeah.
New Zealand, aren't they? They're all white.
Not the guy who was
they're
washing
New
was not white.
Zealanders.
Oh, I see.
Arrest the whistleblower, Panomano, Oregon says.
Oh, boy.
No, absolutely not.
Public pool enemas are a human right.
Well,
Farpoint Station.
I don't know about right.
well,
They are.
point counterpoint. Point counterpoint. Join us on Patreon, patreon.com/diebud. Of course, if you want to continue or if you want to contribute to the conversation and say things like pool enemas or a human right.
Live on the show.
Right there. Boom. And I agree. Well, it seems like these first stories, what do we need? We need a hero. And that's what this next man is offering up to for you to become.
Oh.
There's a man in Malaysia. He's 28, and he often gets mistaken for a member of a gang. So he has started a villain for hire business.
Ooh.
Now, before you think, oh, this guy's going to be robbing grannies of their purses and taking off their glasses and being all rude to people who, have hearing aids. Who knows what villains do?
Okay.
He will harass the significant other of a boyfriend. So let's say I'm out with a gal and I want to be like seen as really cool. I can pay this guy to be like, hey, what's up, you stinky toad lady who mean? And then
I don't.
And then I'll say, hey, pal, that's my gal. You better leave her alone. And he says, what if I don't leave her alone, big dick? And I say, well, then I'm going to beat you up. And then I do in front of my gal, showing that I honored her and I'm chivalrous. Then it's theoretically she's going to get all aroused and we're going to have sex with each other.
I'm sorry. Was this in like 1930s black and white New York City behind of an alleyway?
This
pal.
This is currently happening in Malaysia.
Okay. Yeah, no, I know that. I mean, your story.
That's what he's doing.
That's my flirtatious technique.
Apparently
Hey,
that's
pal.
That's his flirtatious technique is to make sure everyone looks cool and like some kind of a vigilante for their girls.
The man's name is Shazali, and he has advertised his service on Facebook. He says for a reasonable fee.
Oh my God.
He will set up a scenario. Look at the guy. He will set up a scenario where you can beat him up.
Oh, his bangs are better than mine.
He's got beautiful hair.
He has nice hair.
Yeah, and he says this. He says, are you tired of your partner thinking you're weak? For a reasonable fee, I can help you prove them wrong. Yeah. So,
even though technically he's actually proving them right.
Yes, but theoretically, you're not supposed to know that this entire thing was a ruse.
Yeah,
But as soon as the woman sees you exchange money with the guy, and she'll find out when you guys are having coffee together and stuff.
Exactly, yeah.
But theoretically, at first, she's going to think, wow, my man, what a strong man, good man.
Did he get this from an episode of Monk?
I don't know.
Because I'm pretty sure this was an episode of Monk.
Of Monk?
Yeah, it was like a thing where it was like someone invented a ruse to make this guy look fantastic while he was walking down with his girlfriend. They were supposed to just like fake each other out, fight in the parking lot, but instead the boyfriend actually shot the dude. And he was always planning to kill that guy. But he was like, let's make a ruse so that I can look cool in front of my girlfriend and I'm not actually going to shoot you about it. But then he does shoot him about it. And then when the cops show up to the parking lot, they're like, yeah, well, he was trying to rob us. So obviously I shot him.
Did Shaloub solve it?
He did. He's getting these girls shaloobed up.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
So the bizarre businessman, he has photos of himself. He's got messy hair. He's got a cigarette hanging out of his mouth.
I love his hair.
Very nice hair.
He's having a moment.
Yes, he told his potential clients that he regularly gets told that he looks like a shady character.
Well, yeah, like that. Yeah, he looks like Scar if it was a person.
A ruffian.
Like the lion star.
Yeah, he's kind of handsome in his own way.
Anyone?
Kind of handsome in a sense. He says, when the boyfriend went up to go to the bathroom, I pretend to, quote, harass his girlfriend. When he returns...
Pretend or actually?
Well, I think he's got to actually do it.
Yeah, so that's not exactly pretending.
Well, it's pretending in the sense that the boyfriend knows that he's not actually going to do anything.
But the girl does not know it's pretend. It's very real for the girl.
He's going to get killed. One gal is just going to pull out a gun and shoot him in the head. And be like, honey, how do I explain this? I bought him, honey. I bought that man. So when a boyfriend goes to the bathroom, he harasses the girlfriend. Then he returns, and then the boyfriend gets to confront him and be a hero.
I do not like this.
Yeah. So it seems to cater to service as a boyfriend. He also clarified that he's willing to do it for both men and women.
Uh-huh.
So really very, very nice of him. You want to expand the market. And
Yeah,
so it's both men
he's
and...
all inclusive.
Can you imagine if a woman goes to the bathroom and then he's making fun of her boyfriend and then she comes out and she's like, what are you doing to my boyfriend?
It's gonna happen with a Latina.
Pretty much.
I got you, baby.
Well, that's why they're wonderful
I have
people.
been in those situations before. You know,
I have seen you fired up. I've seen when you were a Dominican.
I am a Dominican, not a Dominican.
Hello.
So he provides the services. It's really not that bad. It's $22.50, or it's 100 ringgits. Apparently that's the money there.
That's the currency?
Ringgit. So it's 100 ringgits. And then on the weekends, the price jumps to 150 ringgit, about $34. So it's not that expensive.
Uh-huh.
You could do this multiple times, I suppose. He could do this multiple times in an evening, I suppose.
Yeah.
You think he has like regular clientele?
I mean, at some point, like the point, like how many times can you do this?
People are gonna know that it's him doing that in town. He's gonna like start to pretend to like harass someone's girlfriend. She's gonna be like, Ronnie, fuck off. We already know you got. It's like the third time he's hired you this month.
Yeah, you wasted another $22 on this, Todd. Hey, Todd, I told you were a pussy and we're not getting back together. It still stands. But I thought if I maybe beat this guy up in front of you, maybe.
No.
Oh, no, still? Okay. So anyway, it seems like he's doing pretty good. He's got some critics on social media, but of course that means he's doing something right.
Who doesn't?
Some, however, have brought up that some of his stunts could be seen as sexual harassment, and it's a serious crime, obviously there and here. So it's possible this entire thing just kind of gets out of hand, and he's like, no, I was hired to do this. And then at that point, if you're the boyfriend and he actually gets arrested, you're like, well, I don't know that man. I don't know him.
That's so weird. I never arranged for that to happen. That's crazy.
Yeah, he's gonna take payment in advance.
Could I get my ringgits? Yeah. Could I get my ringgits back? Because you kind of got arrested.
Yeah, this story sounds nice and whimsical until he is legitimately harassing someone, which sounds like he probably is.
It sounds like it's probably a massive issue in Malaysia as well.
Yeah.
So the Malaysian government passed the Anti-Sexual Harassment Act of 2022. So that's this very well could get this man in a little bit more trouble than he wants. Yes. If found guilty of sexual harassment, you're charged 10,000 ringgit. So he's going to have to work a lot.
$2,200.
Yeah.
Wow.
He clarifies on Facebook, it's all just an act, like WWE. No one gets hurt. I am the only loser.
He's like the Dolph Ziggler.
He's the only loser?
That's what he said. Well, he's definitely the only loser. No, I think the boyfriend who hires him is definitely the biggest loser. This guy's trying to make money.
Yeah. This guy is like benefiting off of the other loserness.
Yeah.
Yes, but that's, in theory, he's the loser in the fight.
Yeah, he put loser in quotes because he knows he's really winning. He's making off with the bag.
He's making off with all the ringgits.
I will always be the loser.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Cool
guy.
Yeah.
Cool guy. I could see you doing that, Kyle.
Oh, I could do that.
Yep. All right, well, let's move on. So apparently the Adult Video Awards, there was an Adult Videos News Awards. So apparently these are the people who cover adult videos.
Oh.
And there was a massive kerfluffle, a fight between a dude named Jay Playhard. He's
Tony Work Hard.
Yeah. We play hard, we work hard. So Jay Playhard, he's an adult film content producer. He got into a heated argument with porn star Kendra Cox's husband, whose name is Stay Ready.
I'm crying. Stop.
Yes.
No.
So it was it sounds like they're rejected TMNT villains. Like it's like bebop, rock steady, play hard, stay ready.
Yeah.
So Stay Ready started fighting Rock Hard?
Stay Ready.
Play hard.
Play hard. Sorry.
Rock Hard's another guy.
They're all hard.
Where's Never Hard?
Yes. So they're not at the award show. Not in porno. You better stay hard and stay ready.
He can win an award for best, cuck.
Flaccid penis?
For best cuck. That's the one.
All these are applicable.
Yeah, but even if
you're messing it up, you're getting it right.
But if you're a cuck in porno, you still have to be hard.
You still have to be good. You can be really good at being
You don't think there's soft shame porn?
There you go. That's what I mean.
Oh, I see. Where they're like, you can't even get hard.
And I'm
And
like,
then- yeah, that's the stuff. That's the
stuff.
stuff right there. I'm shaking my head. No, that's not the stuff.
Man.
But that's the hot stuff. So, yeah, I need to be body shamed right now. That'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm already body shamed. I got to get Jerry off my dog, Jerry. Oh, God, I don't even like to say. Oh, God, this is where having a dog and a friend named Jerry really gets confusing.
Can't get Jerry off my lap.
I will not stop answering him when he talks to his dog Jerry. It's hilarious. And then he's like, every time he's like, "No, I mean dog Jerry."
Dog Jerry.
I know.
Okay,
that.
so cops say the dispute turned physical outside of in Las Vegas. A video obtained says that Playhard was in the casino, and then he said something to Stay Ready, and then Stay Ready threw a punch at Playhard's head, and the two gave each other a piece of their mind. But eventually, they stopped feuding. They said that Kendra, she's best known for her naughty hot wife. She's a naughty hot wife.
She seems like it.
And owns the porn company Girls Gone Wireless with Stay Ready. So apparently, she tells us that her husband socked Playhard because he believed he was stealing their content in the business.
Oh.
So Playhard stealing from Stay Ready and his naughty hot wife, Kendra Cox.
Wow.
You can't trust anyone anymore, even Jay Playhard.
You can't even, if you can't trust Jay Playhard.
Who can you trust?
No one. Hubba, hubba, hubba. Oh my God, I'd rather have the Penguin as mayor. So Playhard worked with Kendra as a content manager between 2022 and 2023. He says that her claim it's pure defamation. He says you are souring the good name of Playhard.
Yeah, it's a smear campaign.
It's not the only thing getting smeared.
Yes, indeed. I've seen that in a pool before. So she says she's trying to intimidate him by dragging his name through the mud. And you better not do that to Jay Playhard. He gave a formal statement to the Las Vegas police, and he says this is ridiculous. This is what Stay Ready says. He says, I thought I established a friendship through our business with Jay Playhard, but I feel he came in with the intention of stealing our business and ruining my wife's name and our professional reputation, and I must protect that.
So Stay Ready through the first hit.
Stay Ready hit Playhard because he says Playhard stole Kendra Cox's footage, and then they were trying to defame this woman who shows her asshole on camera and gets butt fucked a bunch.
Well, you know what?
Which is fine.
Well, maybe Jay Playhard had it coming. You know, he was trying to steal the work from Stay Ready.
Stay Ready and Cox.
And not Get Ready, okay? So he was already ready.
Yes.
Something happened.
Yeah.
And the world of pornography.
Drama.
Drama. We know some people in the biz.
She's smoking a cigarette on the toilet wearing the U.S. flag.
That's Kendra Cox.
With her leg up on a Budweiser pack like it's a squatty potty.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the naughty hot wife.
Yes.
And I guarantee you, as we covered,
She looks fantastic.
She's banging hot, of course.
Yeah.
I guarantee you she would be in the MAGA category when it came to what people searched during the election.
Yeah.
That would
So she's got your sort of. She's got if you're a big Trump supporter, I think that this is really the gal that you're spanking.
This is the gal for you.
She could sell squatty potties with her name on it, call it naughty potties.
Naughty potty.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's actually kind of cute.
Stay ready to poop.
Yeah.
Stay ready to poop.
Yeah.
Stay ready to poop.
Stay ready to poop with the naughty potty.
Yeah.
There it is.
That's true. All right. Well, we have the Super Bowl coming up.
We do.
And so this story, it involves an NFL star. Kyle, who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl?
I hope it's the Eagles. I know it's going to be the Chiefs.
Okay.
I think that's correct.
Very good, Jerry. So this is an interesting story. It involves an OnlyFans model and Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill is the receiver for the Miami Dolphins, although I don't think he's going to be there very long. He's sick of being a Dolphin.
Yep, he's out.
And now he wants to go away.
Oh.
She is suing him for $50,000.
Why?
For breaking her leg. But it's not exactly how it seems. She admitted to sleeping with him after he broke her leg, but it wasn't like it was an accident.
How did he?
They were playing football in the backyard in 2023. And then she fractured her right leg with crushing force because apparently he fell on her and it had crushing force.
No.
And she's a bigger gal.
She's hot.
She's thick. Yes.
Yeah, she's curvy.
Very curvy, very beautiful. But she's a thicker gal. And there she is in a wheelchair. So she got all mad because the OnlyFans model.
Oh my God.
Yeah. The OnlyFans model alleges in her lawsuit that during the bizarre incident, Hill knocked her down with such force that she had to eventually undergo reconstructive surgery. Nothing criminal here. They were just playing football in the backyard.
Right.
Tyreek Hill's a professional athlete, and he probably does. He goes right to 10.
Yeah.
Yep.
And sometimes you got to take it easier. So she asked to be awarded $50,000, which that's kind of fair.
I think that's kind of fair.
50,000?
50,000?
Yeah.
I mean, Tyreek Hill has a bunch of kids, so he's going to be broke forever now.
Yeah.
I don't understand. I was talking to Sheikh Nar, who, by the way, we're going to get on next week.
Yes.
We're going to have to record early on Sunday, so then we'll release that on Monday. Anyway, and he was saying, I was like, why did they have all these kids? He said, ego, God complex, which I find to be interesting because they're going to be broke. Like Tyreek has, I think he's got like 8 or 9 kids, different wives or different women. Yeah. And so there's no amount of money that you could ever make that you're going to be wealthy again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But anyway, so Hall admitted that during the deposition that the two had sex the night of the incident. So people are saying so Hill is like, hey, your leg must have not been that broken. We boned it out. Right?
Uh-huh.
But then Hall explained that Hill gave her a piggyback ride to his bedroom. So she got a piggyback ride.
Right.
And then upon being asked by Hill's attorney, Robert Horowitz, whether she tried to call the police, leave, or asked to stay in a different room in the mansion, she said, no, I did not. So Hall then explained in the response of why she stayed in his room following their deal, because he was only aggressive in that moment, and then they had a good laugh about it because they were playing football. Yeah. And so, again, he's a football player. He's like, I was told to tackle. Mm-hmm. And then he tackled. So they were laughing about it. But once she had to have the surgery, now she needs a little bit of money to cover the cost of the surgery.
Yep.
This is really an indictment on the American healthcare system.
It really is. Yeah, it really feels like she's just trying to, just get from his insurance, like have his insurance pay for her leg.
Right. Yeah.
Which is fine. But I feel like it's fair and justified. And she also doesn't have to feel like a horrifying victim that had to like run out of the house and get out of there as quickly as possible. Like,
this is an accident.
Well, she physically couldn't.
Just like she physically couldn't, but she also was not even in danger. She was.
Oh no, she wanted to fuck Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, she was like, all right, this leg, I can deal with the swelling for like an hour.
Yeah, she got it done with a broken leg. So
they call her a plus size model, but she's just she's normal.
Yeah.
She says they did the deed just once in the night that the injury was inflicted. However, she then admitted that they had sex later the next day as well. So
she's not rushing to the hospital.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I wonder if this is a sex-related accident and they're too embarrassed to say it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That could be a thing. Yeah.
What's interesting here is they met at a month before at an incident after she enrolled her 10-year-old son into his football camp.
Oh.
So it's not just the boys who are looking to play ball.
Yep,
He's like, I want to climb you like a mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that he had a football camp.
Anyway. Oh, yeah, all these guys do.
They do?
Yeah. Yeah, Cam Newton got sassed by his own players from his camp. All the high school players were like, Cam, you suck. And he's like, why the fuck do I do this? And he got into a fight with some of the parents.
That's hilarious.
4 of the parents tried to jump him.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. That's pretty funny.
Now, Hill's lawyers have come back, and they say a Hall broke her leg because she tripped over a dog.
Oh.
That's what they're saying. She tripped over the damn dog.
See? I'm saying there's something else going on.
Uh-oh.
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm with Kyle. I feel like it could be like a bed-related incident.
Yeah.
That they're a little embarrassed to talk about.
Well, maybe.
Yeah, you can't say I got fucked to death and I broke my leg. Can I please have some money?
Yeah.
Well,
even though, why not? It's still an injury.
Hey, sex insurance. Let's get into it.
Yeah.
I'll start that.
Can we stop with all the stuff? Does everything have to be insured nowadays?
No. Well,
kind of.
That's where we're moving to.
I know.
If we become the insurance brokers, then yes.
All right.
Sex insurance with Kyle Plouffe.
Well, this story kind of has a bit of everything, and I want to hear your thoughts on it. Build-A-Bear. We mentioned Build-A-Bear the other day.
Yes.
They make stuffed animals that are targeting, quote, kidults.
Kidults.
Kidults?
Kidults.
So we're
Are
past
they?
that. That's the step after tweens.
Kidult?
Kidults.
It's
So these Build-A-Bears, some are dressed in bikinis, and others are wearing, quote, Hugh Hefner-style robes
what?
while pouring champagne. No word if they're having sex with aforementioned dogs, as he liked to do. So the St. Louis, Missouri company, they rolled out the risque accessories for a Valentine's Day promotion. One of the dolls, they have the attire in a black slip dress, satin robes, and pajamas. There's another Build-A-Bear that has a leopard heart boxers and gold-strapped heels, and another one that has a shirt that reads Zaddy.
Oh my God, that's so cute.
I find it to be absolutely
That's
disgusting.
so cute.
I think this is vile. You think this is cute, Jerry?
Yeah, I mean, for adults, for adults.
They call them kidults.
What does kidults mean? What is that
It's
age range?
Kidults.
What is the age range?
I feel like it's almost a slur because they're saying these people who are too childlike.
Well,
adults.
according to Alice Waterman Hale, a London-based marketing strategist, she says, "Please excuse me while I be violently sick." So you think it's cute, and this woman's horking.
Oh, she thinks it's disgusting.
Yeah, because
I'm not thinking that they're catered to children. I'm thinking that
no, they're not catered to children.
They should be like for adults.
Yeah.
For dumb girls in their 20s.
I think they're catered to men who are going to come all over these things.
Oh boy.
Okay.
She told the Wall Street Journal she wondered if they had been created just to upset people. But the Build-A-Bear CEO Sharon Price John insisted the adult accessories are there to recognize, quote, the evolution of what people want. You think that's adorable?
I mean, it's hilarious because they make that dog is a girl because her ears are long enough to be pigtails.
Oh, yeah. And she's wearing a bikini. I just don't need sexy Build-A-Bear.
That's fun. That's fun. Yeah, I guess it doesn't. Yeah, no, it doesn't look. It doesn't look sexy, sex appealing. I mean, just a little stuffed bear who's pretending to pour champagne into a wine glass.
And we asked, what is a kidult, right?
Right.
They say, quote, a kidult is a grown-ups who are interested in toys for nostalgia.
Okay.
Yeah, so like a Disney adult.
Yeah, but you can't trust these people.
Yeah.
I'm not against the Disney people. I understand. It's hard out there.
So, like, you mean all the toys and things that are
Those are called action
on our
figures.
desks?
And that's a doll. That's Puffin. That's my dog Puffin.
I see, but it is stuffed.
Yeah, but it's not sexy. It's not wearing a bra. It doesn't have a fucking cocksock on.
He's not sexy, but I would argue to say my little Pocahontas, she's dressed rather skittishly.
She's dressed for the time.
She is dressed for the time.
Yeah, Pocahontas.
Well, I'm just saying, we're all one and the same. I could identify with being, I guess, a kidult. I'm not a Disney adult. But but I'm still cool with a stuffed animal here and there.
Yeah, the only misstep.
Yeah, but why
here,
does it have to be sexy?
Yeah, the only misstep here is they're a conglomerate. They're a big company. They should have just started another company that made adult-based dolls.
Yeah, that's
or
true.
Bears.
Yeah, just a whole different
And
collection.
that way, they would get no flack whatsoever because it wouldn't be Build-A-Bear. It'd be something else. But they're trying to use the Build-A-Bear name to sell the adult one. That's weird.
Yeah,
it's weird.
Because that's definitely a kid's toy store.
Yeah.
Okay, what about this one? Another one has a bunch of handcuffs.
Oh,
Jesus.
what?
Now we're getting
One
into
South Carolina woman got creative and outfitted her bear with bow tie, cuffs, and a heart-covered boxers to create her very own stripper bear.
That's hilarious.
Oh, boy.
That woman that's the cool aunt right there. She has no kids.
Colleen Hearn says he might be a little devious. She's riding him. He can be a stripper on the side, but he's still cute. What? This is sad. Everyone's sad.
His bear fur has been matted down.
Hilarious.
Yeah, exactly. Between the men doing God knows what and the women just getting all on top and everything.
They're throwing their vibrators inside the bear and then...
Oh,
well,
my God.
that doesn't work at all.
Yeah.
It's going to muffle it down.
Well, yeah, it'll muffle it down a little bit, but
It'll
it'll spice it up with the bear.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. That bear is certainly getting muffled, and it ain't right.
Well,
It ain't right, damn it.
Maybe it comes with like a fun little just bear and me's consensual scent form.
Yeah.
thing.
There's one that's called Dr. Love Lion.
Is that the one where his mane is shaped like a heart?
Probably.
Because that one is kind of creepy.
Shaped like a giant cock.
Yeah, one person says, girl, are you a gazelle? Because you look like something I can sink my teeth into.
That's not right.
So they're flirting. They're flirting with him.
That's not.
I mean,
are you a gazelle? Because am I about to fucking kill you?
Yeah.
Like, what?
I don't know. I mean,
what?
It's a wild, wild world out there.
Yeah. Why?
And,
what's up with that video? If you scroll back up, where he's looking like he's trying to I don't know, seduce the audience.
That's what I'm saying. What if these bears become sentient?
Yeah, and then they're trying to fuck us all.
Sentient okay.
With a man comes in a bear enough. Next thing you know, it's going to school.
Daddy.
This is where your kinks,
so
your kinks come to light in strange areas, Jerry.
This is hilarious.
Funny to be vile in every sense of the word.
Are the handcuffs, is that like something that the lady made at the Build-A-Bear station and they were offered to her? Or did she go home and she made herself a little pair of handcuffs?
Well, these ones you have to order online, right?
No, I think you can go, well, maybe you have to order out. You have to be 18 to get them.
Okay.
Yeah,
And Build-A-Bear says their sales have dropped 40%, so they're trying to... So they're just trying to be like, maybe our audience is aging out of our Build-A-Bears.
Maybe they want to fuck the bears.
Yeah, make them give this one a dick and give this one a pussy.
Yeah, that's what Farpoint Station wrote. Build a bussy.
Yeah. It's just nonsense what's happening. But that's good. I love that. And Valentine's Day is right around the corner.
It's right around the corner.
But I would still much rather have my steakhouse bread. I want my bread thing.
Your bread bouquet?
My bread bouquet.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I want.
No, I think I'd go for a little stuffed animal and cute little underwear. It'd be so cute.
Oh, God almighty.
And it would be really cute if it came with a matching set of underwear for me. Oh,
you want to dress like you're Build-A-Bear?
Yeah, totally.
You are.
Again,
Jesus.
I have no children.
No, I know, but whoever you're trying to
honest.
arouse is going to be like, this is weird.
No one. Me.
Well, the markets have been researched, and we've found a cadult here.
Cadult Jerry Aquino.
Yeah. We learn something new every day about
Comedian,
ourselves.
actress, cadult.
Cadult.
My Lord. All right. Well, Jerry, safe travels
Thank you.
to Florida. And next week's episode is going to be focused solely on family trauma.
Ooh, great.
That's what Jerry is having 5 days.
That's what I'm.
It's going to be boiling in it.
Whoa.
It's going to be fun.
It's going to be great.
It's going to be wonderful.
And it's 4 days.
She's going to be washing herself in it.
I'm going to I'm going to be in a children's pool.
Yes. Thank you all so much for listening. If you want to go on iTunes or Spotify and give us a 5-star rate and review, that would be awesome as we're growing the show. Any comments that we want to read?
Yes.
Daisy said you go, girl. Thank you.
Oh.
Daisy's always supported you.
Farpoint Station fired away the winner of the comments today. He said, if they didn't want you to poop in the pool, there wouldn't be a filter.
Okay. All right. We'll take the money, Farpoint, but my God.
Yeah. Daisy saying for me to get into marketing ASAP about the naughty potty.
Not for nothing. Yeah, you should coin that. The naughty potty.
I mean, you're the Kayatola of all marketing.
That's right.
Yep.
Claire said that her local Build-A-Bear is selling a Mothman, and he's awesome.
Oh, see, that's fun.
That's cool. Oh, that's where you get your jimmies off too.
No, because that's a cryptid.
Mothman.
First of all, moth people. No, but it's just we know what's happening to those poor bears.
Yeah.
The Mothman is just being cool. It's just I'm Mothman.
How do you know
Because
any of that?
anything that's dressed seductively
That's
will be used for seduction.
But it could be just some whore aunt that's like, oh, isn't this cute? It's on my shelf.
A whore aunt.
That's exactly what
Oh
they're
my
going. That's where they're going to be.
All right.
That's literally where they're going to be.
I tried.
Oh my God.
Thank you all so much for listening. Hail yourselves. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.